going on? It's MassiveJoes RAW review, and I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com. Awesome raw review for the viewers at home today on one of the most anticipated supplements from GAT, aka German American Technologies. Particularly awesome because I got my man Neve in the house. It is, of course, GAT Adenoflex in the house. Let's get straight into it, show you guys exactly what's in it, tell you exactly what it's going to do, show the nutritional information panel, Neve. That nutritional information panel ain't going to get it done. We're about to go balls deep.
Hey, it's not going to zoom in focus because you're too tanned at the moment.
In this here GAT Adenoflex, luckily, we got ourselves one of these big ass nutrition information panels for the viewers at home. Starting from the top, got yourself serving size, one scoop, going to be about 10 grams. Got yourself about 30 of them 10 gram bitches in one of these GAT Adenoflex bitches. In terms of what the 10 grams is made up of, if you do a quick summation of all of the actives in this bitch, where you don't even have to do a summation, it's 200 micrograms plus 7,502 milligrams. It's pretty obvious it's about 25% artificial colors, artificial flavors. Moving right along, got yourself about 6 calories per scoop, less than 2 grams of carbohydrate, no sugar. 200 micrograms of chromium as chromium 454 bioorganic yeast matrix. It's a patented type of chromium. Chromium Nevosh. Helps with glucose uptake, man. So if you're taking this here Adenoflex and you're taking the shit with simple carbohydrates, man, or any type of carbohydrate, it's going to help with the uptake of that carbohydrate as blood glucose into the bloodstream. Moving right along.
Which obviously makes it a post-workout formula.
Well, it's clearly a post-workout formula. But we usually say that after we've spoken about the ingredients. But that's all good. Moving right along. Nevo's getting used to, you haven't been in raw review for a while. Getting used to the new formatting is
normally
bitch.
I'm just in the hormonal ones.
You are. Moving right along, you've then got what GAT are calling the Adenoflex Blood, Plasma and Cellular Expansion Support Blend. 7.5 grams or 7,500 milligrams up in this bitch, viewers at home. It's a combination of. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to skip past the big scientific names and just go to the names in brackets because that's what these ingredients are commonly known as. So creatine monohydrate. We do know that there's at least 5,000 milligrams in here because GAT say it's over 100% of a clinical dose on the label of the Adenoflex. Clinical dose 5,000 milligrams, above 100% of that means at least 5,000 milligrams. So it's clinically dosed in creatine monohydrate. Moving right along, we've then got betaine for them their muscle pumps, muscle volume. That's that beetroot extract, yields trimethylglycine Nevosh. You've then got N-acetyl L-cysteine, also known as NAC, also known as NAC. In the 600 milligram dose, it doesn't say the nutritional information panel, but it actually says on the label, 600 milligram dose. N-acetyl L-cysteine, well, L-cysteine in general, Nevos is quite cool. Technically what it is, it's an antioxidant. So it reduces reactive oxygen species and actually increases EPO. You know what EPO is, man?
Blood doping.
Well, no, it's not blood doping. EPO is involved in blood doping, but it actually increases the amount of blood you've got. Effectively, that's what it's in there for.
That's why they blood dope with EPO.
Well, that's right. And as a post-workout formula, you've got more blood floating around there. That means more gains. Moving right along, you've then got yourself 600 milligrams of agmatine sulfate. Once again, it doesn't say that on the nutritional information panel, it says it on the label. 600 milligrams of agmatine sulfate. What do you think about that dosing, Nevosh?
It's a little bit underdosed, but, we'll get to that later on.
Okay. Moving right along, you've then got yourself some ursolic acid. Ursolic acid, we've seen that before in post-workout formulas. It's actually anti-catabolic, helps your body maintain more lean muscle tissue. It actually helps your body maintain more brown body fat, which is thermogenic body fat, and reduce white body fat, which is the body fat that we're used to speaking about as body fat. Moving right along, got yourself some artificial colors, artificial flavors. And that's what's in it. So it's a post-workout formula, isn't it? Post-workout, primarily creatine. The most abundant ingredient in this here Adenoflex is creatine, at least the 5,000 milligrams. plus some stuff for nitric oxide production and cell volumization, the betaine and agmatine sulfate, plus something to increase the amount of blood flowing around the cysteine in this bitch. And that's pretty much it. And there's oxalic acid in there as well, but we don't know what dosage that's in, so we can't really comment on it too much.
Is this where I give my thoughts now?
Yeah, go for it. Not on the effects, that's at the end of the review.
No, not effects. But
just on the ingredients, on paper.
Yeah, on the
How's it look on paper?
Joe didn't want to get GAT in. Well, you went against it, but you were hesitant. I was the one that pushed.
Because I don't like proprietary blends, man.
Yeah. So
GAT is the king of proprietary blends, man.
What I'm getting at here is I was the one that pushed us to get GAT in at MassiveJoes.com.
Yeah.
Because I used this product, Adenoflex, before.
Go talk about the effects now. That's for the end of the video.
No, I used it before we actually had it in stock.
Yeah.
And then from that, I got it in. Yeah. So the reason I liked it on paper is because it has your full 5 grams of creatine monohydrate. And
this is actually the reason why you're in this raw review, because viewers at home who are keen watchers of raw reviews know that I'm a creatine hydrochloride kind of guy.
So
you're a monohydrate fiend.
I'm a massive fan of post-workout formulas.
Yeah.
That's
recovery formulas.
That's my my niche at the moment.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason I wanted it in stock and wanted us to stock it is because it has your full 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, which I take personally post-workout.
Yeah.
I just normally add just 5 grams into my shake already.
Yeah.
Just from a raw material source.
Correct.
As well as your 600 milligrams agmatine. Agmatine is my favorite nitric oxide booster.
It is.
And this is where we came to about the agmatine being, is it clinically dosed, etc., etc.
Yeah.
For me, 600 milligrams is perfectly fine in a post-workout.
Because you're having it pre-workout.
Because I'm having it pre-workout with my MTS Clash or my Core Fury at this present moment in time.
Yeah.
I'm having it in my intra-workout from the MTS Machine Fuel at the moment.
Yeah.
Both of them giving me 500 milligrams of agmatine.
Yeah.
So 600 milligrams of agmatine is perfectly fine for me post-workout because we all know the side effects of too much agmatine.
Shit through the eye of a needle.
So at the moment, if I was having any more, it would be doing serious damage to myself.
In terms of how it tastes, how it mixes, comes in 2 flavors.
You didn't let me finish, but anyway.
Comes in bubblegum. Comes in melon berry. And this is my personal tub, viewers at home. This is my actual personal tub. Yeah. So I ain't now got to bro punch this bitch because it's already open. But I'm gonna go grab myself a scoop. Infamous MassiveJoes taste and mixability test coming right up. MassiveJoes blended bottle. Gonna grab myself 1 scoop of this here GAT Adenoflex. One of them 10-gram scoops, man. I'll show you. Check this out. 1 10-gram scoop. Throw that bitch in this bitch. Throw the lid bitch on this bitch. Few flicks of the wrist. Gonna show you guys how it mixes, refresh my memory on how this melon berry tastes. Man, what is melon berry?
Watermelon and berry.
You reckon?
I guess.
Because it looks like a damn picture of a orange.
Or a melon. What's a melon?
Watermelon. Or it could be rock melon.
I was thinking of a mandarin.
Anyway, check this out, viewers at home. Can you see that? That's pretty damn well mixed, man. Check that out. So look, you ain't got no sinkers, you ain't got no floaters. You got a little bit of froth on the top. That being said, there is a full clinical dose of creatine monohydrate. If you tried to mix it in a glass with a spoon with about this much water, you're gonna find yourself in all kinds of trouble. Especially so I would go so far as to say blended ball is required for this here GAT Adenoflex. Let me refresh my memory on how this watermelon / berry flavor tastes. Do you want some?
I'll have.
I got more left. No, you check it.
No, I don't want any.
No, you can refresh my memory how it tastes as well.
I don't know how it tastes. I'll be honest, I hate grape. Grape tastes disgusting.
You mean bubblegum?
Yeah, well, grape bubblegum. It's a great flavour.
It's actually bubblegum.
Great bubblegum. You get lots of flavours of bubblegum. It's great bubblegum.
You're not a fan of the taste?
I hate grape. It tastes like...
Have you tried the melon berry?
Yeah, you and I share that tub.
Yeah. What do you think?
I like melon berry.
I don't mind the flavour, man.
I hate grape.
I don't mind the flavour. I'll tell you one thing I don't like is the smell of this shit, man, coming out of the tub. The shit stinks.
It doesn't smell.
Like, it smells horrible. Luckily, it tastes a lot better than it smells. The flavors are not bad. I agree with Nebos. The melon berry is much better than the bubblegum flavor.
Yeah.
But the flavors are not bad. Definitely doable post-workout. It's got a nice sweet taste to it. So it's kind of nice post-workout.
Yeah.
You know. In terms of the effects. Because that's what you're taking the shit for, man. You're trying to get yourself some post-workout gains.
I mean, the thing that I notice, the immediate effects you're going to get are longer lasting pumps post-workout.
And I would say, you know what, I'm gonna give my initial opinion and then you can finish off about the beneficial effects, because viewers at home, I've already mentioned it, no, I'm not a big fan of creatine monohydrate. So for this particular supplement, I have been using it a fair bit. I personally get better effects of creatine hydrochloride. And that's a given. And that's what you're doing in this raw review, to give an unbiased view of this particular product for someone that uses monohydrate on the daily. Yeah. The one thing I will say is the post-workout pumps, like, you know when you finish training, right? Say you just train your arms, man. Your arms are all pumped up and shit. You got veins in your forearms and shit. And you're looking like swole as when you leave the gym. If you take this Adenoflex, that look and that feeling of pumped lasts for, usually if you leave the gym, it lasts like 15 minutes. Yeah. It lasts for a couple of hours. Yeah. That's the one thing I noticed with this Adenoflex, is you stay swole as for a prolonged period of time. Generally, apart from that, you can now tell them
generally we train pretty late, like 8:30 at night.
Usually, yeah.
I mean, as Joe just said before,
I'd be going to bed swole.
Yeah. Normally the pump lasts for about 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd go do my food shopping at night, be walking around, and the pump in my arms would actually be getting bigger than when I left the gym.
I wouldn't go so far as to say bigger.
They were.
But I'd say
No, they were. From carrying the groceries around.
Mate, you need to train harder.
I know. But the pump, so that's the main thing, is the pump
does stick around. Yeah.
So,
but is that actually, you know, people aren't going to take this supplement because they walk around post-workout swole as
Yeah, but it's the reason for using the Agmatine.
The viewers at home want to know about the recovery effects, man. It's a recovery supplement. Is it going to help you recover? Is it worth the 50, 60 bucks a month that's going to cost to take the supplement?
Number one,
tell them.
Number one, yes.
Yeah.
Because you're getting your full serving size of creatine monohydrate already.
That's true.
So, let me get to that one first.
Yeah.
Is that taking the full serving size of creatine monohydrate means I can take my raw material creatine out and I don't have to take that.
Yeah.
I get a lot better strength from creatine monohydrate.
You do.
I mean, did I notice any difference from going from a raw material creatine to GAT? No, no, I didn't, because I've just swapped 5 grams of creatine for 5 grams of creatine.
Yeah.
Which is then, I mean, the other reason I like taking it is because of the chromium.
Yes.
With the increase.
Well, and you have to disclaim this. You take it post-workout with carbs, right?
With carbs. So I take my dextrose. At the moment, I take my protein powder, my dextrose, creatine, glutamine, and some Biogo.
Yeah.
So when I've been taking this, I've been having my protein and creatine first. Then about 10, 15 minutes later, then having my Adenoflex.
Yeah.
So not at the same time, because chocolate mixed with melonberry tastes like shit. So take about 15 minutes afterwards. So with that chromium, it's going to increase by, the claims on the label are increased glycogen uptake by threefold, 300%.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's the main thing in terms of muscle replenishment and muscle glycogen replenishment that you're going to feel.
That's right. And along with that, you get insulin response as well.
Yeah.
So
from the Agmatine and increased nutrient delivery.
So as a post-workout recovery formula, beside the fact that it's full clinically dosed in creatine monohydrate, gets Nebos 2 thumbs up.
Well, as I was trying to say before, originally it's with the Agmatine in there, which is my favorite nitroxide booster, and the muscle pumps. Yeah. The full serving size of creatine. Yeah. Plus the chromium 454 to give the 300% increase in muscle glycogen uptake. Yeah. I don't think there's. How can you go wrong with that product?
I think for you, it's probably one of the best recovery supplements you've seen thus far.
It is.
It ticks all of Nebos's boxes.
Well, it ticks. I got 3 ticks right there.
So if you're looking for a cool post-workout recovery supplement, you're a big fan of creatine monohydrate, man, got to give yourself this GAT Adenoflex. Bit of a shot, I'd say.
I'm a big fan.
Guys, hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Stay up to date with all the latest editions of MassiveJoes RAW Review and all the other deliciousness on our YouTube channel. Guys, that is MassiveJoes RAW Review, the highly anticipated GAT Adenoflex in the house. And I'm coming to you from MassiveJoes.com.